There's something I wish I would have known when I was a young adult, when I was a young woman, first moving out on my own, and I'm going to share it with you now. What if I told you that there's a 2,000-year-old philosophy, and it might be one of the most powerful tools we have for addressing the mental health crisis before it even starts? I'm talking about Stoicism. Yeah, Stoicism. That ancient philosophy that has been portrayed as emotionless, cold, and detached. But in reality, it's just the opposite, I promise. Real Stoicism is about mental discipline, emotional clarity, and moral courage. It doesn't ignore emotion, but it teaches us to follow it and carry it with grace. Epictetus is one of my favorite Stoic philosophers. He was actually born into slavery. He became one of the greatest thinkers of all time. What he said later about being a slave is something that we have carried as Stoics for a very long time, forever and ever, is some things are up to us and some things are not. This is radical wisdom, especially for young people growing up in a world of formulas, comparison, and constant pressure. Another favorite Stoic philosopher of mine is Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius was actually a Roman emperor, so he was just the opposite of Epictetus. But he wrote journals every day, and he wrote this in his journal: "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Once you realize this, you will feel strong." In other words, focus on what you can control, release what you cannot, respond, don't react, and use the golden pause. I want to tell you about the golden pause. It's my favorite thing. I follow a guy named Jefferson Fisher on YouTube. I don't know, I'm sure he's everywhere, but I follow him on YouTube, and he is teaching me how to communicate better. He is very much of the opinion that we need to respond and not react. And I use the golden pause, which I don't know where I got it, but it's one of my philosophers, or even one of my modern day philosophers, like there's Mel Robbins, there's Ryan Holiday. They all talk about pausing before you react. If someone comes up to you, for example, they say something mean, you pause. I don't care if you pause for 30 seconds. You pause before you respond, because if you don't, you might just react. And if you react, you're probably going to say something or do something that you didn't intend, something that's going to last forever, something that shows what kind of person you are. So if you pause and you wait until you decide how to respond to what just happened or what was just said to you, it's amazing. It's incredible. It's what you need to do so that you can show people what your character is, what your moral compass looks like. You want to be a lighthouse for other people. In order to do that, you have to use the pause. Don't react. Respond. Seneca is another Stoic philosopher that I like. He's kind of like, I don't know, the sarcastic one, a lot like me. He has a sharp tongue. But he says, and something that sticks with me, is that we suffer more in our imagination than we do in reality. And think about it. Think about how you worry and you're anxious. And if you're like me, sometimes things go over and over and over in your mind. And you think terrible things are going to happen. You know, something down the road is going to come up and it's going to be something terrible. And it never comes to pass. And you've wasted so much time worrying about this thing. That never happens. So that's what he means, is that you suffer more in your mind than you do in real life. So Stoic principles include character, self-determination, justice and equality, and courage. And there's no weight to these. You decide what's most important. But I know that Stoics put moral character at the cornerstone of everything that's important in life. They believe that you're always developing your character. From the day you're born until the day you die, that is what should be the most important. And that comes down to having moral principles and using them, using courage to... Maya Angelou said that courage is the most important thing, because without courage, we wouldn't be able to follow our other principles consistently all the time without fail in every situation in life. So that is what I want to start with. That's what I want to start this channel with. And I want to see you here every day. I love you. I hope this works. I hope that this reaches you, and I hope you follow me. Just like and follow, and you'll get more from me. Have a great day. Peace out.